I know you dream of having effortless conversations where few words flow effortlessly from your mouth without you having to think too hard. Maybe you could wish that you could give presentations easily and express yourself without any pronunciation worries. Well, I might have something that can help you. In this lesson, you will discover 4 powerful techniques to improve your English pronunciation and boost your speaking confidence. So, hello everyone and welcome back to the journey towards English. In this episode, I'll teach you how to pronounce your words clearly and efficiently. We will explore exercises for your facial muscles, tongues, lips, helping you master tricky sounds and speak more clearly. You will also learn to use your tongue twisters to fine-tune your pronunciation skills. So let's get started. Speaking is a physical activity, so if you want to speak clearly and accurately, we need to warm up our muscles just like we do before an exercise. The jaw, the lips, and tongue all work together to make a vowel and consonant sounds that forms words. English has many sounds that require us to drop our jaw and open our mouth up widely. So if you want to know that what you are going to be speaking English, here are some exercises to get those muscles moving and keep them in shape. Begin by massaging your jaw and cheeks. Try to lose your jaw. Once your facial muscles feel relaxed and you can't feel any tension, it's time to start moving. Number 1. Imagine you have something like bubble gum in your mouth and start chewing. Number 2. Begin with small movements and then gradually open your jaw wider and wider. Number 3. Now scrunch up your face as tightly as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze and squeeze and then release. Repeat that as much as you can. Then we will do some opposite. Stretch out those muscles as wide as you can. Stretch, stretch, stretch and release. I like to do this before I record my podcast or if I'm giving a presentation. It really helps me to speak more clearly. Let's train our mouths to open with some tongue twisters. We will begin from Open up your mouth wide. Arthur's father's aunt is a calmer after a noon at the spa. Now repeat it again. Arthur's father's aunt is calmer after an afternoon at the spa. Good. Now let's add in 2 more vowel sounds that also need to open your position. I'm glad I got Matt's hat back after it got robbed. I'm glad I got Matt's hat back after it got robbed. Feeling flexible? Let's move things up a notch and practice more sound which blend 2 vowel sounds together. O as in go and O as in now. My jaws moves as I blend the 2 vowel sounds together, so this is a double workout for your muscles. How about to goes down to the house without Rose? How about to goes down to the house without Rose? Great! Now we have worked on our jaws. It's time to move on to the technique number 2. Train that tongue. Our tongues play such an important role in forming sounds. For example, to make the sound, we need to push the front part of our tongue against the top of the mouth just behind the front teeth. Other sounds such as T, D, and N. This movement. The tongue also works hard to make the sound R, as we need to curl the tongue back in the mouth. So, it's super important that tongue is strong, so we can switch effortlessly between phenomena. How can we keep our tongues in shape? Here are a few ideas that I'm going to tell you. Pretend your tongue is a toothbrush. Rub the tip of your tongue along the outside and inside of your top and bottom teeth. After a few minutes and after a few laps, switch direction. Try to touch your nose with the tip of your tongue. I can't get anywhere near, but it doesn't matter. Next, head in the opposite direction towards your chin. Then imagine you want to touch your left ear and then your right ear. Can you roll your tongue? If you can't, roll it and stick it out as far as you can. Hold for a few seconds and then relax. Now let's practice some of the sounds that are a great exercise for our tongues. Lily loves to take David and Daniel dancing noon and night. Repeat it with me. Lily loves to take David and Daniel dancing noon and night. Well, it's a very long sentence to pronounce, so why don't we just stop highlighting the word D in it and add D in. Lily loves to take David and Daniel on a night. We will do one more exercise with the sounds D and D. George and Jan choose a giant chunk of cheese for a budget lunch. Repeat it after me. George and Jan choose a giant chunk of cheese for a budget lunch. Now let's move to technique number 3, which is loosen those lips. Our lips play a ritual role in forming sounds accurately. In fact, we need one of those 6 lip positions to accurate different sounds. Wide, open, relaxed, rounded, closed, and pressed together. If your lips are tight and can't move into the accurate pronunciation and can't produce it, this can have a negative effect on the quality of your speech. Let's do some drill to help get your lips used for all these positions. You round your lips and push them forward. Who do you usually include? Repeat it after me. Who do you usually include? Repeat it again. Who do you usually include? Notice that I'm rounding my lips and pushing them forward. Now switch between I and you. Smile and tense those facial muscles to make the sound I. He needs deep sleep and you do too. Move from relaxed to rounded E and K. Ed, Ned and Fred bought 4 more forks. Repeat it after me. Ed, Ned and Fred bought 4 more forks. Break the lips together tightly for B, P and M. Bill picked me up, but Peeper picked me. Peeper is a name. Anyways, repeat it after me. Bill picked me up, but Peeper picked Mary. Right, your muscles and articulators should be nice and warm by now. Now let's work on fine-tuning some of the phenomena. Technique number 4. Fine-tunes those phenomena. Are there some words or maybe even individual sounds you still find challenging to pronounce? Well, here's the secret. It's all about repetition, repetition, and repetition. If you want speaking English to become automatic and effortless, you need to repeat those sounds and words so often that you can make them without even having to concentrate. One of the best ways to do this is tongue twisters, which focuses on the sounds you find challenging. We are going to practice O and A. O, unvoiced, no vibration at the vocal cords, and is a voiced sound which adds vibration at the vocal cords. This mother thought her thistle was 30, but thankful it thrives in the earth. Repeat it after me. This mother thought her thistle was thirsty, but thankfully it thrives in the earth. Let's try another tricky one. L and R. R, curl the tip of your tongue back, but don't let it touch the top of your mouth. L, push the blade of your tongue against the gum ridge, but behind your front teeth. Lauren loves riding Ilmas through rolling hills and little remote valleys. Repeat it after me. Lauren loves riding Ilmas through rolling hills and little remote valleys. I have one final bonus technique for you. Sometimes we don't speak clearly because we are nervous, insecure, and quite shy. When we feel like this, we often make our body smaller. We might drop our head, drop our shoulder forward, and avoid eye contact. Here are great tips that can help you to vocalize better. Stand up tall, roll those shoulders back, and lift your chin slightly. Now imagine the person you want to talk to is over and the other side of the crowded room. Raise the volume of your voice, look in their direction, really exaggerate your facial movements as you speak. Try to speak from your chest rather than your throat. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this episode, then kindly provide me some thumbs up, and if you want to know some other things, then tell me in the comments so that I will be able to create videos on them. And if you want my daily updates, then you can also follow me. And additionally, I have just opened my Instagram account, which is from the name The Journey Towards English. You can search it on your Instagram account so that you will be connected to me. I post that what I have just recorded and uploaded on my podcast channel so that you can be connected with me. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.